I really appreciate your time. Today, I have a special guest, and his name is Kris Cane. And I ran across him on Instagram and saw that this brother right here has been doing a lot of powerful work. He's been really tapped in and connected to this fairy realm. There's a lot of music that I hear this brother that's putting out. You can definitely connect his energy to that of the fairy kingdom. And I am so excited to have this brother here. What I'm going to have him do, fam, is give me a fairy reading, because it is my intention to be able to connect a lot better with the fairy realm, so that when I'm doing my gardening business, when I'm doing my glamour magic, when I'm doing this work that I do out here in these streets, I got a much better and more official connection. So tell us who you are, what you about. Give us a little bit of information about you, my brother.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Kris Cane, and thank you for the great introduction, by the way.
Yeah.
My name is Kris, and I got into the fairies about what I want to say 7 years ago. When I first got into consciousness, and I was a get I always had my spiritual gifts, but I really got into the knowledge about 7 years ago, and I was a guitar player. And like, just along my journey, before I really had a lot of information, and I was just going off of my mediumship, I was led to play the guitar, and it just felt so powerful to me that I was just drawn to it and kept playing it every day and every day. And I would feel like powerful stuff happening, but I wasn't conscious enough to really know what was going on. And then I got into Bobby Hemmett and
yes,
Brother Panic, and
yeah.
a lot of people, just everything. I just got into all the consciousness all at the same time. And then soon as I heard Brother Panic and Bobby Hemmett, I can't remember which one I heard first, say something about the fairies. I was just immediately fascinated and drawn to it. I was like,
Yes.
it's something about that. Like, it's something about that. I felt it. And, I've just been fascinated ever since. I watched a little documentary on YouTube about them. And it really clicked something into me, because I always had artistic gifts, music, and I draw a little. Like, I'm not a great artist, but I do draw.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like writing and everything. So that drawn me to them. And then the more spiritual I got, the more my third eye would opened even more and more. I started to see them, and they would come when I play the guitar. They would come when I write. They would come when I do all these artistic things. So I was a little stubborn, because am I going on too long? I don't want to just keep.
No, please. Let's do this.
I need a little introduction.
Yeah, no. Tell us your story, definitely.
Yeah, I feel like I'm telling my life story, right?
Yeah. Go ahead.
But yeah, okay. So I was stubborn. I'm half Taurus, half Gemini. So I was stubborn. I was like really on the guitar. I didn't want to do anything but play guitar. And I was just like, like, my girlfriend was just like, oh, why don't you should draw the fairies and draw. And I would draw one, but then I'd be like, I got to get back to this guitar, and, which is still my first love. But they it took a lot of time, but they pushed me to be okay with doing more than one thing. And hold on, I got somebody calling me. Yeah, so they finally got me to open up to doing more than one thing, stop being so close-minded. And so I started drawing, and um, actually producing and becoming more of a holistic songwriter.
Okay.
I started doing readings. I just started taking all them things from my childhood, and that's really what they specialize in. Like, they really help you like take all those things from your childhood that you
Mm.
naturally did and be like, why you not doing that? You know what I'm saying? It's
Oh,
like,
wow. Okay.
right. Because that'd be all your magic. That's the
Okay.
whole child. That's the whole childlike energy they're in. Because all the magic just comes from stuff that happens naturally, artistic things, arts and crafts, and which is really witchcraft. Because I mean, witchcraft, all witchcraft is arts and crafts. When you
Okay.
think about it, like everything you do with ritual and everything is all arts and crafts. So
Mm.
that's why they really, go in with that, and they really don't sleep on the power of arts and crafts, especially if blowing up my phone, especially if it's something, it's a natural gift that you have, because that there's a lot of power in it. And there's artists that actually came, or there's artists from the fairy realm that actually came to bring the fairy realm to this dimension.
Mm.
So a lot of my readings, I get a lot of fairies drawn to me that's not using all their gifts. So
Mm-hmm.
a lot of my readings are just identifying your gifts and telling you to use them, and letting you know that the fairies got you. Because a lot of people are just really scared just to depend on their gifts. A
Yeah.
lot of people, they look at a lot of things we leave in our childhood and look at it as just something we did as a child.
I think,
And
okay.
it's that's of your magic by doing that. If you did it as a kid, it's most like, oh, we skipping a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I got you. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, just stuff you did as a kid that you write off. But anyway, yeah, I just
Yeah.
kept going at it, kept doing readings. And what I really specialize in, but I don't get a lot of customers because I think people are just like, what is that? But what I really actually am good at is is guitar Reiki.
Mm. Oh, tell me what is that about?
I mean, I think that with all drawing, writing, everything I do, I think that as far as in time magic, should I say, or
Mm-hmm.
more detailed magic, I think is in my guitar.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
like the more and more I played guitar, the more and more I started to realize how powerful it was. Like I would play guitar in a room with my friends, and they would like kind of go into trance, and I would see like spirits rising up, and then I realized that I could make stuff happen. I started like drawing sigils and then playing the guitar to the sigils, and
Mhm.
that's like really powerful. Like
That
stuff
is
will happen
powerful.
instantly, and
Wow.
because it's all quantum physics. It's
Mm-hmm.
all string string vibration,
Yeah.
which is quantum physics. So the guitar, especially the electric guitar. Now, if I'm dealing with earth in the if I want to ground, I'll play the acoustic, and I could make stuff happen like that, and I'll connect more with the gnomes.
Mm.
So I guess the gnomes are just more connected to the earth. But the fairies told me that the electricity of the electric guitar is actually all of the elements combined. So whenever I play the electric guitar, it's just a lot more powerful, but I'd still do the acoustic to ground. But I just started practicing more and more, and the more and more I practiced, I'll channel like melodies I channel melodies that tap me into a certain dimension. I learned how to go into people's chakras and heal chakras, or cleanse auras. I do real powerful energy shields. I could put energy shields around people. And yeah, that's what I think is probably my most powerful way of helping people is the
Wow.
guitar Reiki. But not a lot of people get into it. But the few that have got into it is awesome results.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
not a lot of people look at it like I don't even know what that is. I assume, you know what I mean, and they'll
Mhm.
just they'll more people will get a reading because they're more comfortable with a reading. But and I'm good at readings because the fairies help me, and I can see it. I'm good at readings when it comes to purpose, when it comes to people's purpose,
Okay.
and really seeing inside of the chakras. But I still think that the guitar Reiki is the most powerful thing I do.
Wow, wow. You know, I've heard you play that guitar. You give us little clips, little samples on
Right.
your Instagram page. And I thought how powerful. So I'm a big fan of Hendrix. I love that guitar that Prince play. And I know that those two brothers right there are somehow, some way connected to the fairy realm.
Well, that's all. That's I'm sorry I cut you off.
No, go ahead, please.
Well, that's all the yeah, they are Jimi Hendrix was the first one. If you really want to like travel the dimensions, or I guess you can compare it to like the tree of life. If you ever like just traveled realms and you'll go through these tunnels,
Mhm.
that was, now since you reminded me, that was actually one of the first things I started doing.
Mm.
I would just close my eyes and play. And a lot of times it don't even have to really be nothing that makes sense. Like there's certain chords that connect to certain things. Like, of course, I tune it to 432,
Mhm.
432 hertz, connected to the heart chakra, and
Yes.
then I'll close my eyes and I'll strum E, which is the meditative chord, and it'll take, and Jimmy would come through,
Mm.
and he would take me down these tunnels, and he would just show me all the different dimensions of the fairy realm. But and he showed me his true form, which
Mm.
he's a merman. But
I could, yeah, yeah, I could see that. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
But even him, he was talking about the colors. Just like you was telling me about how you use different colors for glamour.
Mhm. Yes.
Um, yeah, when he was alive, he was talking about the colors. He was trying to say that music was just colors. And and that's exactly what it is. He just showed me stuff like that, showed me how to use the different colors, showed me how to see the different colors. And then, the more I played, fairies could just come through, and that's it. And
Oh,
then whenever I really opened up to doing multiple things, I started drawing them too. And a lot of the stuff I'd be self-conscious about, but it'd be like, post it. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
you know, and because it's more powerful once you post it. I guess they got. I guess that's a little something like you were saying with the glamour magic. Just people looking at it actually makes it more powerful. Me putting it out in the public actually makes it more powerful because
Mm.
it goes to the ethers, and then and they really don't like to be trapped. So I gotta free them after I do it. They
I
really
know
don't
that.
like to be trapped. I started off with the name for my brand as Fay Life,
Mm.
because when I first got into them, it was a big mission to save the fairies, because there were fairies trapped all around the earth.
Mhm.
Uh, trying to think of the right name to call them. I don't like calling them the powers that be,
Yeah.
but like
Break
uh, uh,
the state.
people not on our side.
Right. 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 Right.
And hijacking the fairies and using them for stuff that they didn't want to be used for. They were
Mm.
trapping fairies. yeah, they'll just trap fairies and use them for the magic. I'm sorry, I got somebody blowing me up. I'm trying to. I sent them the link. I was like, come look at it. but but yeah. So I started off as Fey Life, just freeing all the fairies. And that was the main mission, freeing all the fairies. Did a lot of readings, helping people free fairies, and started having a lot of dreams of trapped fairies and go and save them. And and the more I put them into my art, is the more I'm taking them from places they don't want to be. But then eventually I saved all the damn, this sounds narcissistic, but I saved all the I am the king of the fairy realm. It sounds narcissistic, but it's true. And I saved all the fairies on Earth, and then they was like, okay, you can let that affirmation go of Fey Life, even though I still kind of use it. And it was like, okay, what we want you to use is black, because we are the triple blackness.
Okay.
So I went with triple black, and now I'm just at the point where I'm just with them. You know what I mean? We're just doing other things we're just doing other things. And I don't know, it's kind of just like it's just kind of like a whole nother journey I'm on with them, seeing where it goes.
Wow, that is absolutely fascinating. See, it's always been my understanding, and I don't know, because you were kind of breaking up a little bit earlier, that the fairy realm, they could just come back and forth at will. And so when
Right,
you said that they were trapped here and you
right.
were able to connect with them, what's happening for them to be trapped here? How are they doing that? Do you know?
One thing about the fairies that I hate to admit is they're ditzy,
Mm,
and they love adventure, and they're very carefree,
mm,
and that's how people are able to trap them. But that just goes for any spirit. Like I've saved Santi Mawete from places she didn't want to be. But
mm.
I had to save her because she's a protector. She wanted to help protect the fairies. Uh, so like basically just people summoning them. You know what I mean? Like just people summoning spirits and just using them. Like with Santi Mawete, it was like she wanted me to take her away from the Mexican gangs, because
Mm,
she didn't like the way the Mexican gangs were using it. But with the fairies, it was just like the same thing. Like they'll summon them into their music and everything, summon their energy into the music. You know what I mean? But they don't really want to be there.
mhm,
So, I mean, but that's also why they need a king of the fairy realm. And it's my job to protect the fairies and protect everything that's going on, and make sure they're used for the right reason, and just keep it pushing. But that's all it is. It was just them summoning them. I'm not sure what kind of rituals or whatever they did to summon them,
mhm,
but I could see music. So I definitely saw them trapped in the beats, trapped in the music, and just using that power. I mean, it's just like on the cartoons. Anytime you watch like cartoons about fairies, they always getting trapped, and that, I guess you could say, that's their one downfall, is they always getting trapped and stuff, because they love adventure. They won't they won't turn adventure down out of fear. Like that's
wow.
the thing. Like they can't turn an adventure down, like even if they know it's dangerous. And I'm kind of the same way. You
Uh-huh.
know, that's why I've been called kind of like a vigilante. Like,
Yeah.
because if I see something going on that I don't like I'm not really worried about the fear. Like it's just like, because it's all fun to me, and I think
Mhm.
that's the way you look at it. Like it's all fun to me. Getting attacked, getting attacked, it might fuck up my. I'm sorry, I don't know if y'all
No,
curse.
please go.
It
Yeah,
might,
be yourself.
getting attacked, it might fuck up my day. But in true honesty, like I guess that's because the fairy in me, the adventure is
Yeah.
fun. You know what I
Wow.
mean? Taking on taking on enemies is fun. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, what else would I be doing here if I wasn't like going to war with with certain things? Like, it's fun to me. And a lot of people be like, why would you know, they a lot of people strive for peace so much, but I get bored and I like to attack things with my fairy game.
Right,
You know what I
right,
mean? So
right,
I
right.
really call it vigilante and all that. But you know, it's fun to me because I mean, what else I'm gonna do with my time here? You know?
Wow, that's gangster right there. I'm telling you, this is real live spiritual gangsterism right here. I'm telling you. Listen,
Appreciate it.
I wanted to just check back for a lot of people that don't really understand how this works. So when you were talking about the fairies that were trapped here and the spirits that were trapped here and they were being used against their will, we get so many understandings about the spirit realm where they have all of this power over us and we are at their mercy, so to speak. So you see these shows like Hollywood will put up shows like The Haunting, and somebody will summon an energy and then it wreaks havoc in their life and there's nothing that they can do about that. Tell us how motorcycle gangs or anybody else in particular might be able to have control over a fairy energy like that. Are they just able to command them? Are they here to serve us? How does that work?
Honestly, it's because we not gang enough. To be real with you, like we not gang enough. Like these gangs, they serious about this shit. And that's how they get the energy working for them. Like these gangs, and you know, Santa Muerte made sure she put me right in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
She told me she needed me to free me. She needed to free me. And then like she moved me to a Mexican gang infested neighborhood.
Okay.
So like, but like, because at the same time, while freeing her, I actually learned something from the gang. Like there was actually qualities I needed to take from the gang. And the reason why they can use these energies so effectively is because they do stand on, I don't want to say morals, but they do stand on some of the principalities that really get this energy working for them. Look at a Mexican gang. It's all about family. It's all about
Yeah.
purpose. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And I think like when you just have a purpose for energy, that's when it really just really works for you. You know what I mean? You constantly, they don't play about this shit.
Right.
They
Right.
constantly. That's just like if somebody like if you didn't want to go to the gym, but like you had a friend that somebody that just came to your house every day and just like, let's go to the gym, let's go to the gym, let's go to the gym. Like they're really just like really mind controlling you to go in that gym. And
Yeah.
that's another thing. They really don't like what they tell me. They really don't like the way another reason why people that's less conscious, I should say, than us can use the energies better
Mm.
because they really don't like the way more conscious people look at them as just energy. They don't like that. They like whenever these less conscious people that don't just like look at everything as science. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
They like the emotion that they
Right.
put into it. They like the sentimentality, please. Like, you know what I mean? Like they like to be treated like a real entity. Like, you know what I mean? They don't like just like, well, I'm just using this energy to do this. You know what I'm saying? But that's how a lot of like
Yeah.
high
Yeah.
occultists think.
Right, right. That's the understanding that I had until in my dreams they start showing up.
Right,
I'll start getting like messages that'll, you know what I'm saying, that'll come to me like if I'm in the bathroom or something like that, like it, you know
right,
what I'm saying, the most inordained moments and stuff like
right,
that. So that's when I started really connecting to that this was a little bit deeper than just being plain old energy, you
right,
know?
exactly.
Right, right.
Exactly. So they as far as the gangs, like they using the shit better than us because they putting more love into it. And a lot
Right.
of people missing out the love of the entities.
Right. Right.
They
Absolutely.
they're a lot more powerful if you love them like real entities and stop treating them like they're just energy that you just summoning and using for a ritual.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know what I mean? I guess we've been taught that everything is energy and take it the wrong way. You know what I mean? And just and all this, but yeah.
Absolutely. But we know that in our practice that it is the emotion that
Right,
charges the intention. So
right.
to be in a high vibration like love is going to yield you the ultimate results.
Exactly. And a lot of conscious people take the love aspect out of it because
Right.
they think that being a god, being a titan means
Mm,
not having emotions.
mm,
But like you said, the emotion is what make it powerful. Like if you cut
right.
out the love in your consciousness, that don't make you a titan.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that really make you soulless. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
That really disconnects you from your soul. So
Right.
like all these the fairies really been coming to me about that a lot. Like
Mhm.
they do not like the way conscious people take the love out of everything. And sometimes like I'll post about love on Facebook and stuff, and conscious people get mad. Like
Right.
you're closed-minded, you know what I mean? Oh, I'm a demon, I don't need a love and all that. Like
Right.
what what do you think makes a demon, or you know what I mean? I don't know if y'all use the term demon or what's your understanding of demon, but when I say demon, I just mean you know what I mean? I mean Damien, melanin, you know what I mean? Or I guess the darker side of things.
Okay.
Uh, I don't know. What do you think of a demon as?
For me, I call it a lower frequency
Right,
energetic expression, right? And so
right,
that can be charged up with whatever emotion you attach to that. So if it's
right,
jealousy, hatred, insecurities,
right,
you know, all of those emotions that we call negative, really we are shadow shit, you know,
right, right, right,
those are demonic energies as far as I'm concerned, because if you feel like
right,
you gotta step on somebody or shit on folks in order to get to the next level, that's a devil energy. It's that energy
right.
of deception. That's how I see it.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, I can understand that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I got kind of like I don't know, like I'm on both sides of the fence because I kind of listen to like what Bobby Hemmett say, and Bobby Hemmett will be like,
Yes.
it means Damien, it means genius, it means melanin. But then again, like, you know what I mean? I know what it's classified as consciously. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right. Right. And I heard all of those teachings on, you know,
mhm,
on what that Damien demon energy is really supposed to be, like the Naga, you know, and how Brother Panic is like really expressive with calling folks niggas and everything, which I'm
mhm,
not offended by that shit at all. Make no
right,
mistake about it. However, you know, that's a teaching that only certain circles get that, you know.
yeah,
So in order to bring it to a place where everybody can get something out of the
right,
conversation, I got to make sure that the understanding
right,
of the energy is consistent so that everybody is following, you
right,
know.
right,
But
right,
yeah, I
right,
definitely get where you're coming from, and I can
right,
see that perspective. I'm on the fence with that. I can argue both sides with that. I
right.
think that that
Same here.
perhaps is another thing. Yeah.
Same here. Yeah, yeah. I just see it from both perspectives. But yeah, so I guess a lot of people just want to be dark, so they feel like love ain't
Yeah.
got nothing to do with darkness. But like
Yeah.
the darkness is in the heart chakra. Like
Right.
I mean, it don't make sense. Because if you really want, if you want to be so logical about it, you know what I mean. Like the heart chakra is connected to the darkness. The heart chakra is the center chakra. Is connected to everything. So I just don't understand why people think they don't need their heart chakra. But but that's it. I forgot where I was going with it.
It's all good. It's all good. Let's go ahead and step on into this reading. I didn't pick your brain far enough, and I don't want to
Okay.
run up all of the time here. So let's go ahead and get into the part of the reading. I'm not really sure how you do this or how this is done, so I'm gonna let you go ahead and take the stage.
Okay, no problem. And as far as how it's done, I really don't have a method. I just go with whatever the fairies tell me to go with.
Yes, I love it already. Let's get it.
Okay. The first thing I see is this energetic shield around you. You already have the shield that I was talking about that I create with my guitar.
Uh-huh. Okay.
But I see another like shield coming up your chakras.
Yep.
Um I've never seen that before, but it's okay, it stops right here. Okay, there's something you're not using. There's
Okay.
something in, there's something in your root that you're not using.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna work. You know what's crazy is I've been dealing with a lot of red lately. So maybe that's what that's all about, is me
Right.
activating that.
Yeah, it looked like it's something that's trying to rise up,
Mm,
but it's not that you don't want to do it. You just don't understand it yet.
right. Right.
Um, I definitely see something to do with writing.
Hmm. Okay.
Um, I definitely see books. I don't know if you already wrote books
Yep.
or you need to write books. Have you already written books?
I sure did. Holistic appeal.
Oh, those are your books?
Yeah,
Cool.
this is my book right here. And just a couple of little like prayer and gratitude journals and dream journals and stuff like that that I put
Right.
out there. But yeah, I'm definitely going back and forth on writing another book. So that's definitely something to think about. Wow.
Okay. Uh, okay, you about to get real heavy into the fairies. I can see that.
Yes,
Oh,
yes, yes. I went and got me a fairy Bible.
really? That's dope. That's dope. Your next book gonna be really, really fairy based. I see that,
Okay.
and I think that's what's trying to come up to your heart.
Mhm.
Chakra. Um, yeah, I mean that's really your path. Your path is really, really getting into these fairies. So I guess that's why you got me in here.
Yes, that is exactly why I got you up in here, because I'm
Right.
definitely working to build a more secure connection. So let me tell you the how I really got hooked up with the fairies. When my
Right.
mom was alive a couple of years ago, I
Mhm.
had spoke to her in a little bit of time, and I had planted some sunflowers in my backyard. One of the sunflowers just reminded me energetically of my mom. And I'm like, wow, that's strange. So I contact her, get in touch with her and everything. Couple weeks later, we find out she's sick, you
Mm,
know? So it was almost as if the fairy realm was preparing me
right.
for what was about to happen. And the
Right.
same thing happened to me when I was out in my yard again, working with them fairies. And I broke out with this poison ivy rash that I hadn't gotten since I was a kid living in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Back home where my dad is at, he got sick and I had to
Mm-hmm.
go back home. So it looks like the fairies kind of speak to me through the plants on
Mm-hmm.
one level or the other. And I just thought that was really amazing. And then all of a sudden, it seemed like I started like connecting, especially with those fire fairies. And I know they tell folks to leave them fire fairies alone because they're unpredictable. But
Mm-hmm.
I have a special connection with fire. Like when I do rituals with fire, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? That's money in the bank. And so the whole fairy realm is so fascinating to me. that I said, I got to see how far this goes. Let me see what's going on with the other elements. So with the water fairies, because I do a lot of work with water too, big time. Those fire fairies, I haven't really done too much work with the air. And of course, the earth with that gardening piece right there. It's just like, I get so many insights, so many intuitive pickups from just being out in nature, that I had to know that this is definitely my energy. My family's energy is fairy. You can see it all in all of us, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about bloodlines.
Yeah, no doubt.
Right. But like the whole time you was talking, like there's this gnome standing on your shoulder, on your left shoulder, like whispering in your ear.
Wow.
And they definitely live in the plants that you talking about. And I also seen that I'm not sure what you got to do. Well, I see you kneeling, and I think the gnome just wants me to let you know that if you kneel and if you get close to the earth, that you can go in there. And I see you going into his house. And you could go into these different homes. There's homes. Oh shit. Okay. And you might want to get into making fairy houses. Because you got the power to, like, I see you just visiting a lot of fairy houses.
Yeah.
But it's something about your natural energy of going to fairies' homes.
Yep. It's
and
this place I go to called Please Please on occasion. I have, you know, I didn't know what, I said, what is this place called? How do I come back here? They said, just, it's called Please Please. Just say please, please, and you can come back.
Dope, right, nice. Nice. Yeah. I'm trying to see why, but for some reason, fairies really like fairies and gnomes, elves, just a lot of different species. They really like inviting you into their home for some reason.
Yeah. How about that? Let me ask you a question too. So yesterday, I'm laying on the couch and I'm dozed off and everything. And it was this energy that came over top of me while I was there. And it like took a sniff of me and then walked away.
Right. You see, that's what I saw.
What the hell was that?
That's what I saw. That's what I saw when I saw you kneeling down by the plants. You sniffed them.
Oh shit. So it was sniffing me like I was a flower or something.
Right.
That's exactly what in the hell that was.
Right.
Get that.
Yeah, that's what really takes you there. You got to smell them flowers.
I did not, you know what? I do that all the time. I smell my flowers and give them some love. Like, you are beautiful. And I'm talking to them and I'm sniffing them and everything. And that is because I wasn't afraid of it. It just shocked the hell out. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, they're your children is what I'm seeing. You know that like in the fairy realm, like all the plants and stuff are alive. Well, I mean, they are here too, but like more alive. But yeah, they're your children. Yeah, yeah, I mean that's obvious, but yeah, you're definitely a flower fairy. Sunflowers. There's like a sun that rises up by your head. They really like inviting you to their house. I'm trying to see what that's about. Because you sit at the table and you talk to them about something.
Yeah, they helped me pick my wardrobe out. They taught me how to dress, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Them niggas is gangster.
Yeah, they definitely do that. They definitely do that.
Mhm.
but you also you like a you like what's the right name I'm talking about? You like a architect
Hmm.
of the fairy realm.
Hmm.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you need to build their houses.
Okay.
Cause like I see you sitting at the table. They invite you in. You sit at the table and they tell you the what do I want to say, like the designs and stuff that they want done to their house. I'm trying to get more on that. It's just one gnome that's really telling me all this. And he trying to show me you make these houses. Okay. You have this love. You have this love for giving the fairies a home. Have you ever thought about interior design?
I thought about it and then convinced myself that I don't have the talent to do it. That's so
Oh
crazy. I would love to do that, but I'm like, I don't really have any talent.
no, nah, you built to do that.
Wow. I sit around watching HGTV wishing that I could.
Really? Nah, you built for that. Yeah, that's all you do in the fair.
Wow. I'm looking into this.
They talk to you about what they like, and then you make it awesome. You make it
Okay.
you make it better.
Holy
Okay,
shit.
now it's up there. Now that energy done rose to your heart chakra. Um, Trying to see what else I see. I see your wings. Um, okay, we got a female fairy coming through. I think that you're just a lot more artistic than you're giving yourself credit for. I think you are.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Hey, I'm gonna get to work. That's what I'm gonna say.
they got a lot of people that feel like they can't be an artist, but it's like, why not? You know what I mean? Like with all the different types of art and all the different, I mean, there's like, what's a professional artist? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
what's the qualifications for being an artist? Like, it's art. It's art.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, yeah. So you're just a person with a lot of streams of income, and
Cool.
yeah, artistic design, art. Yeah, you just leaving a few creative things out that you're good at,
Oh
and you
shit.
know you're good at. Yeah, you just don't realize you're good at it. But
Okay. I'm gonna start trying to figure out what in the hell that is.
and that's a lot of I mean, it's something about fairies when we come to Earth. We have we got a very loving energy, and and I think that works against us in the way that when we come to Earth, we take a lot of things personal,
Mm-hmm.
and and somebody might make like the smallest comment about something you create, and then you just feel like that's not you. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But it's like, so it's
Yep.
like it's a lot of fairies that's like are artists that don't think they artists, that are writers that don't think they writers. It's like just because you haven't been doing it your whole life, that don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? The shit in you. The shit in you, the shit in you. You
Wow.
know what I'm saying? And it's never too late to let that that power out, you know what I mean, and add it to whatever else you're doing. And
Hey,
and
bro, that's the motherfucking dream right there, to be able to do something artistically like that. I'm like,
oh yeah, you definitely could do paintings, poetry.
mm,
Yeah, you've been focusing a lot on building,
mm-hmm.
but you just yeah. You always were fascinated with artistic things.
Yes.
Yeah, just do it. That's what I'm getting. That's all I'm getting. Just do it.
Wow, wow, wow. This was such a powerful, powerful time right here. Thank you so much
Hey, no
for
problem. I told
coming
you that's what
out.
all my readings really be like. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I guess it's powerful for the customer, but to be honest with you, for me, it's repetitive because it's always, oh, you're not doing something that you are good at. You know what I mean? But if people need that, then hey, buy the read. You know what I'm saying? But
Hey, brother, this is
you know,
definitely needed, because a lot of us are just breaking free from this matrix that
right,
has us under mind control, that has us completely left brain. And
hey,
so once we come up out of all of that, like somebody like me that came out of this and like, what in the hell am I gonna do? I've been a manager for many years. I don't know
right,
anything else but that.
right,
Coming out of here just trying to figure out, what do I love? What do I want to do? What can I do? This is the time right now for somebody like you to really rise and shine, because these fairy readings is going to really help people to connect with what their true bliss and
right.
purpose is out here in these streets. No
Appreciate that.
doubt. Yeah, no doubt about that. Hey, tell us where we can find you at, and tell us a little bit about all of this work that you're doing real quick before our time.
All right. Well, a lot of stuff I'm just getting off the ground. I'm going on my well, I do guitar lessons. I am a guitar shaman. So if you want to learn how to play the guitar magically and use it for magic, you can buy that. That's $33 an hour. I'll do that over any streaming thing we can do. Um I do the guitar Reiki. That's also 33, and I also do the fairy readings. I'm also a producer. So like I didn't put my producer. I got a YouTube producer. If you want to support my beats, they all do something. You know what I mean? Like I
Okay.
guess I should,
Okay.
I guess I should start labeling them more. But there's like beats that open your heart chakra, beats that open your root chakra, beats that tap you into a bunch of different things. I'm also a rapper. I sing a little bit. Um, if you got a book that you need illustrated, but my thing about the books, like a couple of people ask me to illustrate their books, but if it's too far away from the fairy realm,
Mm-hmm.
I won't do it because I really have to keep my mind on my kingdom. Uh, but if there's anything to do around fairy energy, then I'll illustrate a book. You know what I mean? And
That's what's up.
soon
Are you doing logos and everything? Are you doing that type of work, that graphic arts work?
like I said, it's up to them.
Okay.
Like if it's too far away from their energy, they won't want to go there.
Right.
But if
Well,
it's
like
any
I said, hey, listen, I'm definitely trying to connect with you on some other projects and everything, because this fairy energy is just like really strong and powerful for me. I'm definitely trying to do that. What is your name on YouTube?
I got Kris Cane. I got Kris Cane. I'm still getting they sloppy, y'all. So just support in the beginning stages.
No doubt, no
So
doubt.
I'm putting them all together because I've been instructed right now. Just get everything out because you need the spells right
Yeah.
now. So I just put everything out that I do. But still working on organizing it and making it look professional and everything. But it's Kris Cane on everything. Kris
Okay.
Cane, Kris Cane 3X on Instagram. And I'm also about to come out with the fairy shirts if you want to buy some fairy energy and wear it around.
All right.
Kris Cane, Kris Cane, and I think a Black Heart, or it's Kris Cane. I got 3 YouTubes, but it's Kris Cane 3X, or it's Kris Cane, or it's Triple Black Entertainment is my beat page.
Okay.
I'm just getting a lot of stuff together. I got a lot of stuff, and to be honest with you, like working with the fairies is just a lot of ideas. So I'm just trying to get it all out there.
Okay.
Working hard get everything out.
Wow.
Yeah, Kris Cane on Facebook.
Okay.
My Twitter ain't shit, but I'm getting that get that together. I'm still at the beginning of the stages for a lot of things. So,
You
just
build
support
it, it
however
will
y'all,
come.
right. Just support what y'all can, and whatever way you want to support. I appreciate it all. I appreciate every penny. So, you know what I mean? That's it.
Okay, cool. No doubt about it. Kris Cane, everybody. Check him out on Instagram. Check him out on YouTube, social media. This brother out here is a powerhouse in these streets. Get that fairy reading, get that Reiki guitar healing, get all of that this brother has to offer. I'm here to tell you, I know talent when I see it. I'm here to tell you that. I know this. And you definitely want to connect with this brother. Hey, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it. You have a beautiful rest of your day. You take care. I will be in touch.
Thank you so much. This was fun.
No problem. Peace.
Peace.
Ow.